Dennis, a 2-2 draw at home to Met Police today. A, do you think that was a fair result? And B, your view on the team performance?
I thought we performed well. I think, going 1-0 up, we looked in control of the game. We had a scrappy spell in the first half and then kind of got control near the end when we got our goal. Going into half-time 1-0 up, thought good value for the lead. Of course, then when they equalise, we've seen it happen before in the season where we kind of crumble, but we're back in the game 2-1 up like a couple of minutes later. And it's just frustrating for me. They were always going to put pressure on given their situation, being in a relegation fight. But I thought we weathered the storm quite well. Andrew McCorkle made a very good save. There's a few good blocks that have sent us on our way where I felt we could have scored. But ultimately, them scoring right at the death because they really were hungry for it. Yeah, I'd say a 2-2 draw is a fair result.
A change in format was. Am I right in saying there's a kind of a slight change in formation? So it looked like Jamie Kennedy was playing a bit deeper next to Harry with Dennis, Kalmendi just in front, and obviously then you had the front three in front of that. So if that's correct, how did you think all that worked out?
Yeah, I thought it went very well. More of a personnel change as opposed to a shape change. But then when you put Jordan out on the left, you can almost have him coming in narrower, Dennis going out on the left, and utilising the pair of them whilst you've got the pace of Keegan Bloom, Kai down the right, and this year as well. And I thought Jamie held his own, especially in centre mid today. It was a physical battle, and he did more than well enough playing next to Harry. But I thought overall it looked good, pleasing on the eye at times. Of course, there's times where it's bypassing the midfield, but massive credit to Dennis because I thought he played very well, dictated the game.
Just that there was always bound to be a lot of added. There was 6 added minutes at the end of the game. I think that was coming because of obviously there was a couple of injuries. Both teams I think used all their subs, so there was bound to be a lot of added time. How do you think? And obviously they literally scored their equaliser seconds into added time. How well, or is there anything? It might be easy to say if buts maybes, but to concede, that late on, was there anything different? Do you think we could have done to manage the game late on?
Yes and no, because we dealt with their counter-attacks quite well. Like I said about Nasir, I thought he done very well today, dealing with the pressure of getting the ball out wide left, out wide right was dealt with well with Mac. And then the one that undoes us is, we just finished attacking, they boom the ball down the middle, just a bit of a cannonball then, and nobody can get their foot on it, falls to their striker, he scores. It's just an unfortunate part of football. So in terms of dealing with it, I felt we dealt with their counter quite well. 6 minutes was definitely what should have been added. Their keeper was taking a while and their kick's 15 minutes in, so I was surprised we didn't get that amount of time in the first half. But given that how everything went, 6 was fair. A bit frustrated we couldn't hold on for the win, but unfortunately these things happen.
You've already touched upon him a little bit there in your answer. Just a quick word on if there's anything else you want to add on Nazir, who's played the last 2 games. Come up from our under-23s. He's captained the under-23s for the last season or so. Obviously played the last 2 games, full 90 minutes, and he's joined Jamie and obviously Keegan, who've been around for a while now, that have come up into the first team for the under-23s. So just anything you want to add on how Nazir has done the last couple of games?
He's looked unreal, to be honest. The first game against Rains Park, I remember he said to me after 10 minutes, because he'd given the ball away once or twice, just getting the nerves out of the way, and I said that's fine, just do what you got to do and you'll come into it. And I think within a couple of minutes he's put the ball out left, he's cut inside, put the ball out left with his left foot, he's then done the same with his right foot, and I think that was the point we went, he's going to do alright here, and he's done very well in the past 2 games. Dealt with everything in the air today. The one-on-one battle he had with their winger today, I thought he was unbelievable. So this is kind of just taken to it like a duck to water, and he looks very well, and you can see why he's captained the under-23s for so long. I just kind of wish that maybe I'd have done it a bit sooner, but when you do have people like Keegan Bloom in that, it is hard, but he's more than earned his chance and he deserves to be in the first team.
Yeah, it's gone. We're just glad, as I said, that the whole point of the under-23s, obviously at any club, youth teams, is to see players progressing into the first team, and obviously it's good that we're seeing that at Harrow Borough, I said, with the players that we've mentioned. Finally, 2 games left to go. First one on Monday, Hayes and Yedding, obviously local derby, and I think them and Kingstonian both won today. So Hazelhead obviously will need a win for the playoffs, and then finishing up next Saturday at home to Guernsey, providing they can make it over. I don't think they could today. So just your thoughts ahead of the last 2 games of the season.
Yeah, we want to finish the season on a high. It'd have been great if we got 3 points today and didn't concede so late on. But we want to finish the season on a high. Also, want to give all the players we've got available opportunity if I can. But that's been the case throughout the season. But more so now, you might see another appearance from under 23. Who knows? But like I say, I want to finish the season on a high. And, we can all end the season with a smile on our face, hopefully. So that's the main message for going into Monday and going into next Saturday.
Dennis, thanks for your time. Good luck this week.
Thank you.